And the best edit bind from controller has got to be... Today's video is about what the best edit bind is to use on controller for non-claw and claw players. What I did to find the best edit bind was I researched 10 of the best controller players in the world and followed the most used edit bind between them. Some of the controller players I researched were Reed, Day, Miro and Cam, which you can see I wasn't lying about some of the best players in the world because those guys are insane at the game. What I noticed is they use many different binds, but in the end there was 3 edit binds that were used more often between the pro players, and the most used one being left stick, second being touchpad, and the least used being circle or B if you're on an Xbox controller. I didn't just leave it there though, I also went into creative to practice each of these binds. Firstly, I tried circle, which would have been the default edit button back at the start of Fortnite or when you first start playing Fortnite in whatever season. But most people switch off of it because it's easier to play on other binds if you're not playing claw. But interestingly enough, I actually found a few controller pros that play on it, such as the GOAT, Energy Day, but as I said, he doesn't indeed play claw, as it would be really not ideal to play with circle on non-claw. Now on the triangle, which I've tried before and I think it's going to be my favourite. Out of the pro controller players I researched, not a single one used triangle, which shocked me as it's a very good edit bind for claw. I think there is definitely a few pro controller players that play on triangle, but I just didn't research them. So if you know of a pro controller player that uses triangle, comment their name below. Next up is the left stick, which I used for years until I recently switched to claw from non-claw, which was an interesting process. And if you want a video showing my journey of learning claw, make sure to subscribe so when it comes out you get notified. And lastly, the touchpad, which only the PlayStation players can use as there is no touchpad on Xbox controllers. So the map I played to practice editing with these different binds was Fleas Editing Dictionary, code in the description. Now for my opinion on each of the binds after playing creative. Firstly, circle. Circle was okay, but not better than triangle as your muscle memory is used to switch mode, being circle or B for the past 3 years. And if you are going to use circle, make sure you're playing claw, because if you're not, you would have to take your finger constantly off your right stick to press circle. Now on the triangle. Triangle is good as it is the highest button on the controller of the face buttons on the right hand side, which makes it easier to press because you don't have to put as much strain on your finger to move it downwards to another button such as circle. Now for left stick. Left stick is good if you're playing non-claw or double claw, but it is bad if you're playing the same claw as me, which is right hand claw. What makes it bad is because the left hand taking a lot more of the weight already, it puts a lot more strain on your finger when pressing left stick to edit. So I'd recommend to not use it if you're playing double claw, but other than that, it is a quite good edit bind for the 2 other ways of holding your controller. Lastly, touchpad. Touchpad is good for all the types of claw, but I'd especially recommend it for double claw, as you can use your left index finger to press the top of your touchpad, while your right index finger can press all the other face buttons freely. Finally, I'll tell you what edit bind is the best. Drum roll please. Triangle. Triangle is the best edit bind as it is easy to press quickly, there's less strain, and it is much better than the other binds for right hand claw, which the majority of claw players play on. But of course, if you don't play on right hand claw, you can make your own choice on a different bind from the information I already gave you in this video. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're looking to improve in Arena this season, click the video on screen now.